Hello everybody, my name is Nestor. Welcome back to It's Dorkin here. We're playing Metroid Dread, and this time we're with a partner. Raul, say hi.
Hi. I'm Roel. I am here, and it's dark in here. It's really dark in here.
Yay! He's like,
Yay!
you might want to turn on the lights, man. Or some
No,
decency.
I like it dark.
You like a dork. Dorks! Oh, wait, hang on, alright.
What the heck was that?
So this is a tree. It's on
Oh,
fire. You'll notice that this
oh,
Yeah, so this is actually Raul's first time like seeing Metroid Dread or anything related to it. Okay, and for me, it's been almost 2 weeks since I've played, so forgive me if I'm a little rusty at the moment.
oh, what the heck? Oh, dude, they're trying to get you with the tail.
They're trying to, they're trying to sting me. They're trying to
You
take me on a date.
try to catch that fade, dude. Don't catch that fade. Duck, duck.
All right, now. Okay, we're heading this way.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, very nice.
Right? Like, what I really like about these games is like the environmental storytelling. Like, no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's something always going on in the background. Oh, can't go that way.
Where's the smash zone, dude?
It's like, wait a minute, it took me a while to figure that one out.
How many stops do you have?
It's like right now, just the one.
Oh god. Oh, what is that?
It is
Oh my
a
god.
freak of nature, that's what. It's a face
You're
only a
still not
mother.
fighting the Metroids, right?
Say what?
Or are those Metroids?
No, so the Metroids are pretty much dead. So this actually
Okay.
takes. So in the timeline, this is like the fifth installment of like the Metroid timeline. So essentially, what happened was Samus wiped out all the Metroids on SR 388, and basically stopped the space
It was
pirates.
2, right?
Huh?
It was Metroid 2, correct?
Yeah, that was Metroid 2. And then after Super Metroid, when the space pirates were basically breeding Metroids on the planet Zebes, the Samus basically took on Mother Brain, took out the space pirates and the last Metroid, which was like bonded to Samus. But after the events of Super Metroid, this is where Metroid Fusion takes place. So what ends up happening is that they send a research team to planet SR388, where the Metroids were from originally, and they encounter a parasite called the X-Parasite. The X-Parasite then basically latched itself onto Samus and basically started to like kill her. And it turns out that by killing the Metroids, the Metroids were the sole predator to the X-Parasite. And the X-Parasite, what they do is they infect a host, then they absorb it and become like a copy of the host, and they gain all
Hence
the.
Dark Samus, right?
Say what?
Hence Dark Samus?
Yeah, basically, like
Okay.
no, so like well, Dark Samus is basically like a clone of Samus from the Phazon. So the X Parasite kind of works the same way. Basically, like it consumes something and turns into that something, and again, it has all their abilities. So Samus's suit becomes infected with parasite, and so they remove pieces of the suit to help her, and then they inject her with a Metroid DNA vaccine. It saves her, and now she's the only person that's actually immune to the X parasite. But she's now part Metroid. And the suit that they removed, because it was infected with the X parasite, it becomes alive and starts terrorizing this like one research ship. You go, you take it out, and then like in comes the events of this game. So in Dread, the X-Parasites are thought to be extinct because you blew up the planet in which they resided. But as it turns out, like somebody sent a video of an X-Parasite alive in the wild. So you go to the planet where the video came from, and you're attacked by a Chozo warrior. It's basically like this bird alien person that has the same armor like Samus. Yeah, it's nuts. Ah. And then on the way,
Did the whole It's a whole mythology, huh? Like
Oh yeah,
it's
like it's ah.
the
But yeah, like it's
oh,
yeah, it's a whole mythology, and basically like it's got its own story and everything. And it's been like 10 years since the last like side scroller Metroid game. So
because
it's
the last one was M,
yeah, Other M.
other M. There you go. And
Yeah.
that one was a first person too, right?
It was part first person, and then it was the other part was side scroller. Well, kind of like it was like a 3 dimension, a 2.5 side scroller.
Hmm.
So like there's times where like you basically instead of it being completely side scroll, like you could
Hmm.
go like it would like turn into a circle kind of thing, but it would turn somewhat isometric. So it was
And that one's the one. That was a controversial one, no?
yeah, that
If
one
I'm not
was
mistaken.
very controversial because the story was there, like the gameplay was really solid,
Hmm.
but the dialogue and like Samus being like this like at some points like a damsel in distress or basically like a soldier taking orders, like it's not like that's what caused a lot of the controversy. Also, there's so much talking, there was so much narration, it didn't need it.
I just heard of kind of like the attention-seeking qualities that she out of nowhere got.
Yeah, like she needed like the approval of her
There you go.
mentor.
More than there you go. Kind of like a daddy thing type of thing.
Yeah, it's like we didn't really need that, but okay.
Yeah, that was interesting. I mean, not much of a progressive, but that's super retro. That's how retro they went.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like it's like Metroid, like well Samus is like one of like the most like uh iconic like female protagonists like in video game history, if not the first.
Hmm. Hmm. Agreed. She's though like a Tomb Raider or Victoria Dark from Perfect
Yeah.
Dark, with those elite female narratives, characters.
Uh-huh.
Being reduced to, I don't know, I guess Daddy Carol. That's like, okay, cool.
Right? It's like okay, like Daddy Adam. Oh, by the way, it's like so
Mm,
like as a little Easter egg, the AI that we're working with are like that's
mm.
basically part of our ship and helping us out. His name's Adam, and he's basically like the digital subconscious of the like of her commanding officer.
Oh,
Only here he's not a dick.
okay.
Yeah.
I never saw any interaction. I just saw reviews of Am, so
But
that's kind of like I don't know any of his lines
yeah, no,
or
no.
anything
Here,
like
here,
that.
like so. Here, it's basically more of like, okay, like you're Alexa, you're helping me out.
Mm, mhm.
uh,
That's better.
yeah, and here he's basically saying like, hey, like just be careful, try to do this, try to do that. He's very helpful in this one, while in the other one, like we're not trying to seek his freaking approval.
Well, that's a relief.
Yes. So his EDR appears to be powered by thermal energy. Magma is pumped from the planet's interior and routed
I have
here.
located the central routing system for the magma. It is here in Cataris.
Mm.
Oh.
Samus, your current suit cannot protect you as you explore Cataris. The extreme heat of the
Wow.
lava is too much for it. Under no circumstances should you enter high temperature areas.
Yeah, basically, if we enter a high temperature area, like we start losing health fast. And because we have Metroid DNA, like there are certain sections that are cold,
Mhm.
and we can't enter extreme cold with it unless we have like the right suit. Because otherwise, same thing, we die.
I know the shuttle somewhere above here. Use it to find a path forward.
Oh.
There is one other thing to discuss. It is your new Phantom Cloak ability.
Oh, right. So I have like just in the last video I recorded, I got what's called a Phantom Cloak. It's basically an invisibility mod. Um, and in this game, so aside from myself, there is five robots called Emmys. The enemies
Okay.
the enemies were sent to basically just like find out what was going on with the X parasite, and they're made out of like these extremely durable metal. Problem is though is that they went missing, and when we found them, they're hostile. So and they're very tough to deal with. And the thing is, like if I enter their area or their zone, they're hunting me. So
It's a good thing with a mustard of death, huh?
yeah. But yeah, like if they catch you, it's basically insta death. Like they're just really difficult to either avoid or get away from. So the Phantom Cloak ability helps you get away from them, but it doesn't outright protect you from them. They can't see you, but they kind of use like echolocation. So if you move, they'll detect you. So you got to find a place to hide and not move, so that way they don't like bump into you. Because if they do, like that's it.
The Phantom
Damn.
Cloak prevents the
Yeah.
enemy from
So see, like it prevents me from being detected, but it doesn't mean that they won't they won't sense me.
also an option.
Mm.
This will reach your objective.
For running away from musical awards and Harry Potter's cloak. Excellent.
Dude, yes. So we're basically stealing from Harry Potter. I
I
mean, it's it's the Phantom Cloak in space.
It's not stealing, it's making better. Yeah, it's straight out stealing. But
Yeah, but it's Japanese, and everybody knows that everything came from Japan first.
the stories of men come from Japan.
Oh God, the origin of man is that we started in Nippon, and then we went everywhere else.
Nippon Oni-chan.
Yeah, oh God, Nippon Oni-chan. Sugoi?
Sugoi.
God,
Sugoi.
somebody's cringing in the background. I just know it. The moment they hear this conversation, they're gonna be like, either they're gonna be extremely cringe, like, oh, fucking weebs, or, oh yeah, that's hot.
Oh, the minute passed. Fucking
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, we're already at like minute 12, dude.
I honestly got lost in the story. Ooh.
Oh yeah, so the Phantom Cloak like has like its own energy meter, but if that energy runs out, you can prolong it, but it consumes your own life energy.
Oh.
Yeah, but it'll basically like drain you down to 1 point of health, and at that point, like you can get one shot by anything. So it's do or die, but like you don't want to get to that point, like if you can avoid it.
No. Understandable.
Yeah. Also, what I really like about this one is that Samus gets like a really cool like melee ability now. It's so nice. It's so convenient.
What is it? Is it that you like?
Yeah,
Are you holding them in place?
So this attack or this right here, it's like yeah, it's like a counter.
Oh.
And when you like time it just right, you basically can one shot any enemy that tries to hit you.
Nice. Okay, so like I've been seeing you shoot at them. Do they stand in place? What like that? What was that?
Okay, so that was like a wall latcher. Typically those stand in place, but like if you come within their line of sight, they'll launch themselves at you and they come at you real fast.
Okay. Because like from my perspective, it looks like you're shooting at them and then keep them there, like with a string or something.
No. So like some enemies, they don't really move if. Yeah, like hang on.
Blow it all up. Blow it all up.
Hang on. Here we go.
There you go.
Yeah, like some enemies don't really move like when you shoot them. So you basically have to be on the move or like try to kill them before they can kill you.
Just like real life.
Exactly. It's like when you defend your territory.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah,
I see what you mean about that uppercut.
Yeah. And see, like those things, like they come at you fast. If you don't kill them fast enough, they just launch themselves at you. And the only thing you could do at that point would just be to counter them or just take the hit, and they deal a lot of damage because they explode.
Explosion. Now,
Explosion!
forgive here my new question. I don't know if it's because your screen is covering it, but where? Oh, that's cool. Where is your health?
Okay, my current camera is covering the health bar and
Okay,
the
I
missile
figured.
mount. Yeah. So right now I have 90, like one energy tank and 99
Mhm.
health, and I can carry up to 27 missiles.
Nice.
And as I progress through the game, you do encounter like expansions for these things.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you'll encounter like, oh shit, hang on.
Jeez, that was
Yeah.
cool. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, the thing is like, oh god, like the enemy design of these games is like really cool.
Mm. Those are good. Like for instance, the difference between those wall latches and that little robot. It's interesting just to have to fight like different style of enemies like that.
Yeah, like it's just, ah,
Ooh.
like it's just basically like it is an ecosystem, and like
Hmm.
each of the enemies kind of feels like something that you would find like on the planet, you know?
Hmm. Oh, that's interesting. So like it feels organic because it's designed that way.
Exactly, like finding these robots like in this like industrial like location makes sense,
Hmm.
and then
Hmm.
like the occasional critters that like you'd figure like would hang around like because these are kind of like bats and like those things like you'd figure like would be pests as well, like the wall latchers. Oh damn! Ah!
Mm.
Okay.
Have to catch that fade. Eat that fade, bro.
All right.
What is that in the back? Is that a huge robot? Is that
That
Evangelion?
like that is a mech suit.
Ah,
By
knew
the
it.
looks of
It
it.
was Evangelion.
It is Evangelion. You knew it. You knew it.
It's
Oh fuck!
Barbatos.
Oh fuck those guys! Fuck these guys, they suck.
Get him. Ooh, here comes the sled.
Ah! Just spraying missiles all over the place. Don't mind me.
Spray and pray. Spray and pray.
Oh, that is hot. I cannot go that way. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Oh, okay. I know this one. So these are the Emmys. You'll see. This.
Mmm. And they're blind, you say?
Not necessarily blind. It's more like they can see you. Like that laser basically tells you their line of sight, but they can detect you
Mm-hmm.
using sonar.
Okay. Can they be destroyed?
They can be destroyed, but to destroy them, it requires like an energy source that I currently don't have.
Okay. Would you say the subname of this is?
The Emmy.
No. Metroid Dread, right?
Oh yeah, Metroid Dread. Oh no! Dang it!
Run, bro, run.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, like I
you
said,
almost
like
got
these
that.
guys are no fucking joke, and they're like a pain in the ass to like just get around. And like if you're in there, like within their vicinity, like I said, they can just like be detected, and or they can detect you, and you basically just have to like be careful, like to just like run and hide where you can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's open. Can't go that way. Oh, I can go this way. Like you basically just have to avoid them as best you can, and then use the Phantom Cloak sparingly.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Do you have a meter for it as well?
yeah. So like if you
Okay.
see like in the corner like in the bottom right corner of my camera, like there's the
Mm-hmm.
little yellow bar. That's basically the end of the meter for my Phantom Cloak.
Okay. That's their call, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, that's their sound effect. They're so fucking creepy. Okay. We're out of there. Now what we gotta do is like direct the magma. So that we can
Okay.
power so we can power certain doors. To anybody that caught that reference? And we're at the same
Yeah.
station. Alright. Yeah, so the enemies basically like they just hunt you down. Like if you're within like with a certain range of them, they put out this pulse that's all around them. If you move while that pulse is going off, they will go to that spot. But if they don't see you, they'll just move on. But it's a constant like game of like cat and mouse.
Nice.
Ah, he's shooting his goo.
Don't let him goo you, bro.
I'm sorry, dude.
Don't let him goo you like that.
Don't let him do you like that, girl. Don't let him do you like that.
Take yourself, girl.
And that is a hot place. I cannot go there. Too bad I did. Okay. And I cannot go through here. Okay. So we gotta go back and try to open the door to the... Or try to go through another path that we couldn't get through with Yemi, because now that we've opened the magma doors, we should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Save real quick, that way they can save that portion of the map.
Wait, you saved to save, or?
I saved so I can basically like just have like this portion of the map on. Like, oh, hang on.
You stop.
Congratulations, you fucked it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Be angry.
I'm angry. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! Come on, there we go.
Songry? I don't know.
You're songry. You're sorry and hungry.
Oh no, bro, we ate a lot.
Wait, have you eaten anything?
Yeah, we just got back from Leo's. Which was a minute late.
Speaking of Leos, have you heard from our Leo?
Nah.
He's being a butt somewhere.
I saw him a couple of weeks ago. And I just talked to him a little bit and I was like, hey, what's up? Bye.
Alright, well. Okay then.
And I was like, I feel like I should have said more than that, but I forgot.
Eh. It's like, that was no social interaction for one day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Eh. It's gonna suck. Okay.
Okay. Like a little add-in into it, like to actually modernize the side scroller where they added the wall clinging abilities.
Right.
Oh, what a douche, dude!
I know.
Just get the fuck out of here.
No, it's suck laser.
There you go.
There we go. Oh. Oh, dang it. Okay, no, never mind. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Okay.
You know how these games go. I do not. So the machine sounded.
We gotta turn on all the lights, man.
Get them off. Gotta turn them all off.
Oh, right, hang on. They can't see me.
John Cena.
Do, 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 do. There we go.
Oh yeah, that was wild. If you Call of Duty added a hammer and sickle melee weapon.
Really?
That is actually really cool. I'm not even gonna laugh.
No joke, that is actually really sick. I like that. I mean, I'm not a communist, but you gotta appreciate the novelty.
Exactly. My little brother was playing and he got. And I was like, you got hammerhead sickled. You're a commie now.
Bow down for Mother Russia. Hi ho! God, okay.
Cool.
Alright, well. I'm trying to remember, like, where are we supposed to... Well, we turned on the power over here.
Okay.
So now... I'm guessing it's turned on something over here. So we'll find out. We just gotta avoid... that piece of shit.
Oh, that's
No.
it. Oh,
He's angry!
it's angry. It's angry. Look at him.
Here we go.
Like a fella. Hey, made it. You know, good cock.
Don't get caught.
Ooh, you're trapped.
I'm trapped.
Gotta outsmart him, dude. You gotta get in there and kill him.
There we go.
Shit. Okay. Oh, that took a little more.
Alright.
So those are all power ups, right? Like what the enemies drop.
Yeah, basically, like the little orbs are health orbs, and the little triangle pieces are missiles.
Hello there.
Okay.
Ah, come on!
Oh, they didn't get him, dude.
Get me out of here! Damn it! Okay, damn it! No! Fuck.
Oh, you got got.
I got. Oh, I'm gonna
I was
get
about to
that.
ask if it was,
So what?
if it was gonna be a one-hit KO.
It is. Like, it sucks, but it is. But it's okay. We'll be fine. See? Oh, but we gotta turn on the power here.
Oh, the power, bro. Oh, what from? Don't move.
I'm not
If you
moving.
move.
Surprise,
Really?
motherfucker.
God damn it! Oh.
Damn. That was
Yeah, like I
brutal.
said, they fucking suck, man. And you're over here like, oh, they can't see me because, like, you know, I'm like they're not gonna climb on the ceiling. Nope, they freaking climb on the ceiling because they're just like, oh, what's going on over here? What's going on in this little neck of the woods, huh?
I heard you talking shit.
Right. There we go. Nice and easy.
What's that?
What's going on?
Get off me, dog.
And here we are. All right.
Oh, what the hell? That just burrow under metal.
Yeah, they're a little crazy, man.
Shoryuken.
Shoryuken! Oh, can't go in there.
Up to melt.
Alright.
You're just minding his business and you jabbed him.
I mean, he was like, it's either me or him, dude.
That's a fair way of putting it.
He looked at me funny.
Oh, he's spunking you, dude. Don't let him.
Oh, here we go. Alright,
Is
guys.
this a safe station?
This is a save station. It's a save station. It's also like a mission briefing.
Uploading data.
Yeah, here we go. So like Adam's gonna basically tell us like what, like, oh, here's something we could do next.
Or mobile identifier. It can procedurally modify and enhance its own capabilities.
You don't say.
Its ability to configure itself to fit into narrow spaces is a standard feature. Any enemy you encounter will likely do so as it pursues you.
See, here's the funny thing though. Like he says that like they have the ability to basically just fit into narrow spaces, like and fold up like that one did. But the first two we encounter prior to this, they can't, like they couldn't. So either they haven't developed the ability, or it wasn't something that they didn't really do until later.
You are not capable
Definitely
of
like some
controlling
Reaper thing there.
This would be true even
Mass Effect Illusion, where like the machines can evolve themselves, correct?
Yeah.
Kind of like Matrix 2, I guess.
Yeah, I know, definitely, and that's kind of the case here with the Emmys. The Emmys can basically modify themselves depending on their environment, because their whole thing is that they're basically like robots are sent to like hostile or dangerous locations, and they harvest that information,
Yeah,
or like they basically collect samples or whatever.
that's fair enough. Now, is there a mastermind behind these robots, or are
That's
they
what
free
we.
will?
That's the thing. Like, so the Galactic Federation sent these robots ahead of us to basically find out what happened with the X parasite that we discovered, but they went missing. So we got sent over to not only find out what happened to the Emmys, but also the X parasite. And the Emmys were supposed to be friendly to us, but someone has reprogrammed them to be hostile towards us. So we don't. So we assume there is a mastermind, but we don't know who it is.
Fair.
you
Fair.
are faced with overwhelming power. Accept your helplessness.
Oh, thanks, Adam.
Well, I'm so glad that you can tell me nice things, dude. Like, get up, you're gonna die today, type of thing, you know?
I mean, like it's this. I mean, it's like every morning, dude. You wake up, fuck,
It is still your
Not again.
not again.
Do not hesitate
Uh,
to destroy
good times, good
whatever
times.
you
Good
discover.
times. Dude, I still remember that freaking scene from Twilight.
However,
Finally.
these existential threats cannot
Like
be
they're
met.
terrible movies, but that just stuck with me ever since you told me about it.
Word it up, fella. Oh, dude. It's something funny that I always talk with Eddie, that Twilight has Haki, if you look at it from a different point of view.
Go on.
The vampires' powers are considered colors. Haki works off of colors. So you're referencing power of your aura, if you will. Haki is the power of your
Of your will, right?
more like ambition.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
Like that's
Was
why
like
well, it's kind of like that's why it's called conqueror's hockey, because your ambition is to conquer or to dominate.
observation or ornament. It's how much ambition you have to do that particular deed.
Oh, so
Plus, then compared to Twilight, where it's like Edward is able to read minds. You have your observation hockey. Bella in the last one has the ability to project a shield, not only shield herself but protect others. You have your armament hockey,
okay.
and then Jane has the ability to just torture people by looking at them. So you basically have your slight conquerors hockey there.
Yeah. Well, then he, like, doesn't one of them like just straight up death? Like he just like can kill somebody.
So, like Jane's brother has the black mist that kind of like robs you of your senses, so you're basically dead within the mist.
So that would be something like I guess it would be not observation hockey, but that could be like a type of conqueror's hockey because it affects the mind or the other person.
That's the reason why like the Volturi are so powerful, because they have Jane and her brother's weapons, and they kind of like just beat anyone in default with like just staring at them type of thing. So it's like that's why it's dumb to stand up to the Volturi.
Yeah, because like no matter what you do, like they have a power that will trump your own. Because most vampires have something pretty laissez-faire, pretty standard, right?
Yeah. Like, one of them has the ability to shock you when you touch them, and don't get me wrong, it's like getting shocked with like a taser times 20.
Yeah, but like if you can't even get close to the other guy to do it, like what's the point? And it kind of reminds me of what's is it Jamie, the really big dude that likes to eat grizzly?
Um, oh my god. It's Edward
It's Edward's brother, but like the big dude.
Emmett. Emmett is his name.
Emmett.
Emmett.
Isn't his power just that he's stronger than everybody else? Like he's just has super strength.
It's not even a power, dude, because like you think about it, the way that Carlisle explains how vampires get their powers, because you're as a human, we have powers. I'm a true believer in that.
Yeah.
Whether it be intelligence, ability to talk, so on and so forth. So what he explains is that because as humans we have a certain degree of abilities, when you become immortal, those abilities intensify.
So like vampires are naturally fast and strong, but Emmett just happened to be like really strong because that was his thing.
Yeah, he was just like unfathomably strong as a human. So when he became a vampire, it not only created a stronger immortal, it created a stronger human kind of thing.
Huh. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of like when you drink tea, but you
Mhm.
put too much sugar on it. That's kind of what they explain it to.
Fair enough. All right, dude. Like we're already at the 30-minute mark. We'll go ahead and call it here. Guys, thank you so much for watching us. We'll see you in the next one. Raul will be definitely with us in the next few videos to come, and he's going to be a more frequent member of the channel. But be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.
See you, bros.